Hello everyone, this is Sandhya Rani, Associate Professor in Mallareddy Engineering College Autonomous. Today we will discuss about waterfall model in software engineering. So sometimes we can call this waterfall model is a classic life cycle. So in this mainly the systematic approaches needs to be performed. Or sequential approach to software development process that begins with customer specifications of requirements, then planning, then modeling, construction, and final deployment. So any project, like we need to develop a new software, so we need to follow the different development process. So for this, waterfall model is having the 5 phases. First phase is communication. So we can call as a requirements gathering phase. So after gathered correct and complete and unambiguous requirements gathering, we need to focus on planning. So this is the second phase of the waterfall model. So in this we have estimating, scheduling, tracking. So it means that we need to plan what we need to do depends on the schedule, like tracking needs to be performed, like where it is and how to do, and like how where to do. Next we have the modeling. So modeling is nothing but we have analysis as well as design. So everyone is know like what is model means. It is a simplification of reality. So in this modeling, so it is focused on this analysis as well as design. So using this analysis, how we need analyzing the things, and after analyzing we need to do the design. So depends on this analysis we need to design. So why we are using this design means that, so blueprint of the software, like for understandability, flexibility, we will have this design. So without knowing anything, by seeing the diagram or pictorial representation, we can have something idea about that, depends on the design. So after completion of this design, we need to construct the code, that we can call as a construction. So that depends on the code. So whatever the source code we are developing, so that code we need to test it whether it is correctly working or not in this construction phase. Next, after completion of this construction, we need to focus on deployment. So deployment is nothing but we have the delivery, support, feedback. So in waterfall model in software engineering, depends on these 5 phases or needs to be concentrate for development of the process. So it means that first phase we can call as a communication or requirements gathering. To gather the all requirements, whether that is software requirements or business requirements, so whatever the requirements we need to build any software, first we need to gather the all requirements. Those requirements needs to be complete, and that also the complete requirements is nothing but whatever the requirements needs to be performed to development of the process. And that also it is we need to focus on this, whether it is ambiguity or not in this gathering the requirements. If ambiguity is there, means while we are gathering the requirements, if the duplication is occurred, means that it is waste of time. So that we need to do concentrate while you are gathering the requirements in terms of whether it is complete or unambiguous requirements or not. And after gathering the all requirements correctly, so then we need to focus on the planning. So if it is requirements gathering is correctly done, means that, so definitely we can focus on this planning. So in this planning phase, so it is estimating the scheduling tracking, means that for example, after gathering the requirements, we need to planning the things like how to do, what to do, and within the scheduled time period. So we need to complete our software development process. So like we can check the track where it is moving on. So depends on this estimation of the cost, and everything is considered through this planning. So after planning correctly with the new development of the process, so next we need to focus on the modeling. So modeling is nothing but we have the simplification of reality. So it means that we need to analyze the things like, so analyzing the things. So after analyzing, we need to design a model. So that model, the design is in terms of two types, like we have low level design as well as high level design. So in this low level design means that module wise we can design, and we have the high level designs are nothing but overall architecture of the software. So when we have this LLD and HLD, so every project is having one HLD and multiple LLDs. So it means that overall architecture of the software considered as a high level design, and multiple LLDs is nothing but low level device. Low level design is nothing but it is module wise we need to design. So our main intention to design the new development process is nothing but whenever you have this pictorial representation, design is nothing but pictorial representation or any blueprint of the software. So for understandability, we will have this design. So without knowing anything in our document, by seeing that diagram, we can have something, we can estimate something is there in it. So depends on this modeling, how the analysis is going to be done, as well as what kind of design needs to be performed. So after completion of the correct design, depends on that design, they will construct the code. So it means that the construction is nothing but development of the new source code. Like developers will develop the code. So depends on that code. So the testers will be testing the code whether it is correctly working or not. So in this, what kind of the development environment is supporting for their companies or organizations are supporting through this construction. So the testing team will be testing the document whether it is correctly working or not. So depends on the multiple techniques we have for testing strategies. Next we have, after completion of code implementation or code construction as well as testing, we need to focus on the deployment. So deployment is nothing but it is like to delivering to the customers. Like we have the project as well as the product. So these project and the product are the main source for the software development process. So we need to know, before going to discuss about this delivery or the deployment, we need to know what is the difference between project and the product. Project is nothing but outside clients will give some requirements or some other things needs to be development of the new software comes under this project, as well as coming to this product, our company management people will give some proposal to develop a product. So it means that depends on the client requirements we need to develop a project, depends on the customers, like depends on our company management will give some details to develop a new software is nothing but a product. So these two we need to like for getting a proposal to develop a new software development process. So after this project or the product whatever we designed or developed for deploying, so we need to deliver to the customers, like if the product we developed, so that product we need to deliver to the customers. If the customers are satisfied, means that they will give the feedback, like acceptance of the customers feedback, like whether it is positive or negative feedback that doesn't matter, but if it is delivered to the customers depends on whatever we develop a new software. So depends on that, if it is a positive means that the people will support and they will benefited from them, and if it is we will get the negative feedback is nothing but they did not satisfied with our product, so that we need to do modifications and all. So the main intention is that when we get the software proposal to develop a new software, so what kind of the phases are going to discuss about the like whole gathering the requirements, planning, modeling, construction, and how we need to develop the development process. So all these comes under this whatever the for example we developed a product, so in this product we already manufactured this or developed the software product. So in this software product we can deliver to the customers, like if they are okay with it, this means that it is we can release to the customers, and if the people are interested about that product means that they will interesting people will be purchase the product, depends on their own interest. So likewise in this waterfall model the flow of execution or flow of development process needs to be done from the starting to ending as a requirements gathering to the release or the deployment or delivering to the feedback to the customers. So this is the process we have this in a waterfall model. Next I would like to discuss about spiral model. So next spiral model in software engineering. So it means that we have in this spiral model also we have multiple phases. As next we need to discuss about this spiral model in software engineering. So like in this spiral model also we have first one is communication, second one is planning. So in this planning we have estimation, scheduling, risk analysis, and third we have modeling, that comes under this analysis as well as design. Next fourth one is construction, code and test. Next we have deployment, delivery, feedback. So these are the 5 phases in this spiral model. So how it looks like means that so see here in this first, this is the starting and how it looks like a spiral. So that's why the name itself indicates as a spiral model. So it is starting from this, like start, like we have communication, planning, modeling, and construction, as well as deployment. But actually in this waterfall model we have the disadvantage that if anything having the problem with any one phase means that we need to go from the starting and we need to review it. So but here in this spiral model, so we have the benefit like if you have any kind of the problem in any one phase means that we can review that phase. So that is the main advantage of using the spiral model. So in this first phase we have the communication. So as like we need to gather the requirements which is supporting for the new development of the process. So after gathering the all complete correct and ambiguous requirements, we need to focus on the planning. This planning is nothing but we need to estimate the cost as well as the what kind of the time duration, within that duration how we need to complete the project, and what kind of the risk analysis maybe in future how we will have the risks if we did not have good plan. So that's why we need to have the good analysis depends on the development process. So if we have the good analyzing the things means that depends on this analyzing we need to do the model, so that if we have good estimation of the cost as well as scheduling and the risk analysis means that definitely the model will have the will help, like when we design a model in a diagrammatical representation. So model is nothing but we need to show as a prototype that how we need to do for the construction, like what kind of the blueprint is supporting for the model. So design depends on the designs, like we need to have the model. So depends on the model how the development process is done through this construction. So in this construction we have we need to construct the code. So depends on the source code, we need to test it, depends on like what we developed as a source code, whether correctly done or not, we need to do as a testing. In this testing we have so many testing types like black box, white box, as well as regression, retesting. So depends on what kind of the document is supporting, we need to test it. So and we have the deployment. So in this deployment we need to release to the customers, like it is a kind of the delivery to the customers, like we need to collect the feedback from them. So depends on the user acceptance by the multiple customers. So we need to deploy it and it is a release to the customers. So that is the waterfall model and spiral model in software engineering. Thank you.